Have you read the Manhwa Solo Leveling? It is about the weakest E-rank hunter who became a monarch because of the leveling system he has. If you have read it, this is for you. You can guess who is the character that I have described. There is a timer after I describe the character from the Solo Leveling. Please think and answer carefully. Who is the main protagonist of Solo Leveling, originally an infamously weak E-rank hunter who was selected as the player of the system, allowing him to grow in strength without restraint and rise to power as humanity's greatest hunter and the second Shadow Monarch? If your answer is Sung Jinwoo, then you are nicely correct. Who is the character known as the strongest hunter in America, ranking first in the world, and one of the 5 national-level hunters, who also acquired a dragon's sharpest fang during a battle with Kamish and sought to make a weapon out of it? He is the guild master of the Scavenger Guild. He is known as the Goliath. One of his skills is reinforcement, which dramatically buffs both his defense and attack power, covering him from head to toe in golden armor with black horns and giving his hair a glowing flame-like quality. If your answer is Thomas Andre, you got an excellent job. You nailed it. Who is the character recognized as one of the 5 national-level hunters, ranking second in the world, and initially the strongest hunter in Asia until surpassed by Jinwoo in strength, known for being a vessel of a ruler and one of the world's strongest hunters? He is vastly superior to Goto Ruji, Japan's strongest hunter, in raw power as noted by a Chinese Navy captain. The correct answer is Liu Zhigang. A round of applause for your excellent answer. He is one of the strongest hunters in America and is part of the national rank of hunters. He was warned by Miss Selner that he would die soon. He met his tragic end when trapped in a dimensional gap and confronted by 3 formidable monarchs who ultimately killed him. Later, his lifeless body was discovered in the ruins of his mansion. The correct answer is Christopher Reed. Your knowledge and accuracy about Solo Leveling are admirable. Who is the character described as a Korean-American S-rank hunter, the younger brother of Hwang Dong-sik, and known for hatching a plan to seek revenge for his brother's death by targeting Jinho while Jinwoo was away at the bureau, ultimately meeting his end at Jinwoo's hands and becoming part of Jinwoo's shadow army? The correct answer is Hwang Dong-soo. Did you got the correct answer? Let's continue for the next character. She is the character described as the 3rd strongest hunter in Korea after Go Gunhee and Jinwoo, sensitive to the smell of mana, proficient in swordsmanship, and a key figure in the Jeju Island raid party. She is this character considered by Goto as a capable hunter who can challenge the best in his guild, and was she regarded as the most dangerous among Korean hunters during the Jeju Island raid party, prompting the Ant King to target her immediately. She is known as the Vice Guild Master of the Hunters Guild and later becomes the wife of Sung Jinwoo, with whom she has a son named Sung Suho. If your answer is Cha Hyen, you are impressive. Your answer is spot on. Who is the character described as the strongest hunter in Germany, ranking 12th in the world, who sought Jinwoo's help in the face of the Monarch threat but was prevented from speaking with Jinwoo by Thomas and later had a close encounter with the Beast Monarch? In his near-death experience in a fight against Monarch, he was saved by Jinwoo's intervention during the battle. Is your answer Leonard Nierman? Bravo! That's absolutely correct. Who is the chairman of the Korean Hunters Association, instrumental in the plan to deal with the ant threat on Jeju Island? He was a vessel of a ruler who courageously fought the Frost Monarch to buy time for Jinwoo to arrive. Because of that battle, his body was greatly damaged, and before he died, he asked Jinwoo to continue supporting humanity in the battle against the monarchs. Time is up. The correct answer is Chairman Go Gun-hee. Who is the character described as an obese middle-aged man with green eyes who arrived in Tokyo during the Tokyo crisis and offered to block an S-rank gate for a hefty fee, only to meet his demise when a massive giant emerged from the gate and swallowed him whole? Time is up. The correct answer is Yuri Orlov. Did you get it right? Let's continue. Who is the character known as the strongest hunter in Japan and the guildmaster of the Draw Sword Guild, who had a sparring match with Jinwoo and later led his guild members in the Jeju Island raid, but ultimately met his end when he and his guild were ambushed by the Ant King, who decapitated him with one strike? The correct answer is Goto Ruji. Who is the character known as the father of Jinwoo and Jinna, who was initially a firefighter but later became one of the first S-rank hunters in Korea and eventually became one of the vessels of the rulers with the mission to kill the new Shadow Monarch? This character valiantly fought alongside Jinwoo against monarchs but ultimately met his end as his body crumbled away, sharing his story and emotions with his son before dissipating into shards of light. The correct answer is Sung-il Hwan. Did you get the correct answer? If yes, you got an outstanding work. Your answer is perfect. Who is the character described as a Korean rank hunter and the chairman of the Korean Hunters Association, who initially served as the chief inspector of the association's surveillance team before becoming the chairman following the death of Go Gun-hee, the previous chairman? This character was chosen as the new chairman due to his experience and connections with Jinwoo, and he had a period of mourning and self-reflection after Gun-hee's death. Time is up. The correct answer is Woo Jinchul. Did you get it right? Let's continue. Who is the character described as a Korean B-rank healer, a longtime friend of Jinwoo since his E-rank hunter days, and someone who frequently accompanied Jinwoo on raids to ensure his safety, displaying compassion and concern for his well-being? This character eventually retired from hunting due to a traumatic experience in the Double Dungeon. The correct answer is Lee Joo-hee. Who is the character known as the King of Dragons, the Monarch of Destruction, and the strongest monarch in solo leveling, who fought alongside other monarchs in a war against the rulers at the behest of the Absolute Being, but eventually fell in conflict with the Shadow Monarch Ashborn? This character made a return after many centuries and engaged in a battle with Jinwoo, but ultimately met his end when Jinwoo's strategy allowed the rulers to enter the human world and defeat him, causing his body to disintegrate into pieces. Time is up. The correct answer is Antares. Who is the character known as the King of the Dead, the Monarch of Shadows, and the strongest ruler in solo leveling, who fought in a war with the monarchs at the behest of the Absolute Being but was betrayed by his brethren, and subsequently transformed into the Shadow Monarch to continue the battle? This character sought a suitable human vessel and eventually chose Sung Jinwoo to be his host, sharing his powers and backstory with him, and offered Jinwoo a choice between living in a personal fantasy world or finishing his fight with the monarchs. Time is up. The correct answer is Ashbourne. Who is the monarch known as the King of Snowfolk, one of the 9 monarchs and a character in Solo Leveling who became involved in the war with the rulers and joined the other monarchs in their mission to finish their battle with the rulers? He is the one who killed Go Gunhee. This character encountered Il Hwan in Korea, leading to a skirmish, and also played a significant role in the fight against Jinwoo, where he ultimately met his demise. The correct answer is the Frost Monarch. What is the name of the shadow that once served the Shadow Monarch Ashbourne during his war with the rulers in Solo Leveling? This shadow was originally known as the Shadow of Blood Red Commander but was later given a shorter name by Jinwoo. He was the strongest swordsman in the Shadow Army according to Sung Jinwoo. Time is up. The correct answer is Igris. Did you get it right? Let's continue. There are only 3 items left and we are finished. Can you guess the character in Solo Leveling who is a loyal servant of Ashbourne, has a composed personality, and is the strongest shadow in existence, wielding a massive blade that acts like a whip and having glowing purple skin with 2 pairs of black wings on their back? The correct answer is Grand Marshal Bellion. He was once called the Ant King who massacred the Draw Sword Guild of Japan and one-taps their guildmaster Godu Ruji. He has a bloodthirsty personality and enjoys watching Korean period dramas, leading to a unique way of speaking. The correct answer is Biru, the best shadow in the Shadow Army. Did you get the correct answer? You make it look easy with such precise answers. Now we are on the last character. He is a large orc with glowing red skin and glowing blue eyes. He wears a long black hooded cloak and a necklace of skulls. He is known for being obedient and quiet but can also be competitive and a bit of a show-off. Some of his skills are Hymn of Blindness, Hymn of Rage, Gravitation Magic, and he has also the Orb of Avarice. The correct answer is Tusk. How is your score? Did you get all right? Comment down below your score to prove that you are an avid fan of Solo Leveling.